Well, some of the most dramatic pictures that we had last night were from a Shell station right there on Lewisville-Clemmons Road on the I-40 off-ramp. It was a scene where we saw terror. It was also a scene where we saw some heroics. Tonja Lecklitner and photographer Jeff Ammernick were at that Shell station last night during the height of this storm. They have returned there now 24 hours later. And Tonja, I talked to you last night, and I know that was a frightening situation for everybody involved, but certainly a different situation now 24 hours later.
Absolutely, Cameron. It's much calmer here and not quite as crowded as it was last night. There were about 15 to 20 people who piled into this Shell station to get away from the storm. We were all standing in here. Water was gushing in underneath that door, coming into the store, flooding the floor. People were all over the store, including inside this bathroom. A tiny, tiny bathroom was holding about 5 of us. I admit I was one of the people in there because over here you really couldn't see out the windows. Everything was just pelting against the windows. In fact, there's still some debris stuck on the window. You couldn't see out. You could just hear things, hail, different things, leaves, just coming into the window. And over here was Barry Taylor, standing by the door, letting people in. He said he could barely get the door open. He said it felt like there were 2 people pushing the door back in. And if you look at the video from last night, you'll see exactly why. They come inside the Shell station, and Barry was there at the door letting them in. A lot of people are calling him a hero today for letting them in. We asked him what he thought about being called a hero.
If you got a place that can be sheltered, you know, you should let them in. Or, you know, that's just common decency. Nobody's a hero. Just everybody gets in, gets out of the way. Nobody gets hurt. That's the main thing. I think anybody that was here would have opened the door and let people in, because I mean everybody was scared and they were frightened, and they just wanted to get inside. So.
Let me tell you one more thing about Barry. After the storm passed, everyone was passing around this one phone. He managed to keep power at this Shell station, and the phone still worked, so everyone who was inside the station was trying to call their families. They were worried about their families, and so everyone was on this one phone passing it around. After a little while, I asked Barry how his family was, how his home was, and he says, you know what, I haven't had a chance to ask because I haven't gotten my hands on the phone. Cameron.
It's amazing what people do when they're under stress like that and they're threatened. It's amazing how cooperative and helpful some people can be. All right, thank you, Tonja, for that story. In addition